Ah, the banana. A symphony of scent bathed in golden light. The taste of angel song. It's not hard to fall in love with nature's candy bar. But you see, bananas don't have seeds, even if you wash your eyes and look for them. If they had seeds, they would be planted and grown. So how on earth do you grow and nurture a banana? Do we just plant them whole? These and other amazing banana stories await. In the summer of 2017, there was quite a buzz about bananas being found in Daegu, South Korea. Upon investigation, however, they turned out to be plantains, not bananas. Both plantains and bananas are members of the Musaceae family, which can be confusing at first glance. But hey, do you guys know what the word Musaceae means? Here's our first surprising fact about bananas today. Bananas are actually grass, not trees. It's easy to mistake a banana plant for a fruit tree because it can grow up to 10 meters tall and has a thick, hard stem. But the banana is in fact a type of grass. Why don't we take a look at a cross-section of a banana stem? The stem of a banana isn't really a stem at all. It's a phloem, a braid-shaped nutrient transporter. Because the leaves grow in this twisted pattern, bananas can grow thick, hard, tree-like stems despite being a grass. But it doesn't stop there. You're probably familiar with the bananas from the grocery store, right? But bananas don't actually come in single bunches like this. The second surprising fact about bananas is captured in this photo. Actually, as you can see in this photo, bananas bear fruit in cylindrical clusters of about 50 to 100 fruits. This larger cluster is then cut into sectional bunches that are sold in grocery stores. And when you look at the anatomy of a banana flower, it's easy to see why it bears its fruit this way. After the banana grows for about 10 months, a banana flower opens up in the center like this. And then, plot twist, this isn't actually a flower. This is the actual banana flower, this yellow organ that's exposed inside the bracts that cover the flower. Each of these flowers becomes a single banana. As the flower produces fruit, the pod continues to grow downward, and once the bananas are fully grown, the plant withers away. And interestingly, the bananas are harvested while they are still green, before they turn yellow. Once they're transported to the warehouse and placed in a storage room with other fruit, the ethylene gas from the fruit causes the bananas to turn yellow, mushy, and sweet within 2 to 3 days. Back to the stem. If the stem of the banana we see is a false stem, then where is the real stem? The real stem is buried in the soil. Haha, stem. The twists just keep on coming, don't they? Anyway, the stem in the ground is called a corm and stores nutrients to be used when needed, kind of like a potato. And it's in the corm that the secret to growing bananas is hidden. The corm grows about 10 suckers, and if you cut them off and plant them, they will grow into bananas that are genetically identical to the mother plant. The human analogy is that if you cut off your arm and let it grow, you'd end up with a person who's genetically identical to you, a clone. Our third amazing banana fact is that they don't need seeds to grow. There are actually some wild banana species that do have seeds, like Musa acuminata and Musa bulbosana, but they're not quite as popular. However, it's thanks to the cultivation of seedless mutants of these wild bananas that we have the bananas we know and love today. The method of replanting suckers makes the banana a very easy crop to grow because the plants don't need to be pollinated or fertilized. However, this cultivation method is a double-edged sword. It drastically reduces the genetic diversity of the plant because they're planted and grown exactly as they are. Without pollination or fertilization, bananas are almost identical in genes, just like clones. In fact, and the bananas eaten here are the same species eaten around most of the world. Cavendish bananas. All of these fruits are almost identical genetically. Because of this, the bananas we have today are more susceptible to disease. Less genetic diversity means that when disease strikes, all the bananas are more likely to get sick from that same disease. In plantations, bananas are planted closely together for efficient harvesting. This can also contribute to the rapid spread of disease. In fact, until the 1950s, the banana that was making waves around the world was not the Cavendish banana of today, but a banana called the Gros Michel. It was smaller, stubbier, and sweeter than the Cavendish. However, these bananas were devastated by a fungus called Fusarium oxysporum. This fungus, which spreads through the soil, is absorbed by the banana's roots and propagates through the plant's water channels, turning the leaves yellow and killing the banana. It's like cancer to a banana plant. Since Gros Michels were also propagated using suckering, the genes of all the banana plants were very similar, and the fungus delivered a crippling blow to the Gros Michel banana industry. As a result, Gros Michel's dominance was drastically deflated, and after the 1950s, stopped being grown on many banana plantations. Fortunately, a thriving fungus-resistant banana species was discovered at the time, which is now known as the Cavendish banana. The flavor was inferior to the Gros Michel, but it was resistant to disease. So farmers grew the Cavendish banana and bred it for food. However, because Cavendish bananas are grown using sucker propagation, they have low genetic diversity. So, in 1994, a strain of fungus attacking Cavendish bananas spread across Southeast Asia, leading to speculation that the Cavendish was going the way of the Gros Michel, and that we might not be able to eat bananas in the future. Of course, bananas aren't facing extinction, not even close. In the case of the Gros Michel, it's only lost its commercial value because its plantings have been drastically reduced. But it hasn't gone extinct yet. Also, the fungus hasn't hit Latin America yet, and it is now possible to genetically engineer wild bananas. So the notion that we won't be able to eat bananas in the future is pretty far-fetched. But we don't know if the improved varieties will taste the same as the Cavendish bananas do now. Just like how Cavendishes taste different from Gros Michels. Also, genetically modifying an organism has potential risks, which some people may not appreciate. So, if possible, protecting the banana varieties we have now is a less risky and more economically effective move than developing new varieties. Bananas can be quite unique and fascinating when observed with scientific eyes, can't they? Ah, I'm suddenly hungry. I'm going to go eat a banana after I finish recording. Science is a window to the world. If you found the video to be edutaining, please consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell down below. Comments are cool too. Thank you.